niyatam sangarahitam aragadveshata krutam aphala prepsuna karma yattat sattvikamurchyate.
That action is called sattvika, which is obligatory, niyatam, performed without attachment by one not desirous of its fruit and free from love or hate. So, first of all, sattvic action is based entirely on obligatory duty. Niyatam karma, obligatory duty, is classified again into two. One is nitya karma, is you have regular routine obligations to perform. So you stick to that. You also have what is known as naimittika karma, occasional special duties which arise because of a particular situation. For instance, you have no obligation to look after your neighbor's health. But when your neighbor is alone at home and suddenly falls ill or gets a heart attack, it becomes your naimittika karma to take him to hospital. Right? So, obligations are nitya karma and naimittika karma. And rare is a person who just focuses on niyatam karma, obligations, because we are drawn away from our obligations by desire. So when you start chasing after desire, or when the pressure of desires builds up in you, which it has already, so you have no time to even look at your obligations. You say, I have no time. There are mothers who say, I have no time to look after my kids. They don't even consider that as an obligation. So a sattvic person is one who performs niyatam karma, but sangarahitam, detachedly, without attachment. How does attachment come? When you don't feel complete within yourself, when you're not self-sufficient, when you are wanting, there's something missing in you, then you need to hang on to objects and beings in the world, and that is called attachment. When you can't be content with being alone at home, then you want a partner. Right? When you're totally self-sufficient, why would you want one? It doesn't mean that you should not interact with people or not have relationships, but you don't depend on the relationships. The moment the other person senses that you're depending on him, is you're hanging on to him. Then the tendency in the other person, there's a natural tendency to say, don't leave me alone. And that's what happens. Attachment leads to conflict and ultimate separation. Sangarahitam, detachedly. Aragadvesha, no likes or dislikes taking you away from your obligations. No loves or hates. You see, what happens is all of us have likes and dislikes. But if you're able to hold those likes and dislikes in place with your intellect, nothing happens to you. If you allow the likes and dislikes to develop into a momentum called vega, then you're in trouble. Because then the likes and dislikes deviate you, take you off course. And before you know it, you're stuck in the mire of the world and you don't know how to extricate yourself. Therefore it is that he says, sattvic action is that which is niyatam, obligatory, sangarahitam, free from attachment, aragadvesha, free from likes and dislikes. And then your intellect is sharp, your mind is calm, action brilliant, free from anxiety for the fruit of action. How many of us, you see, all of us come up with brilliant action once in a while. And that once in a while is this sattvic action. Almost by mistake you perform sattvic action. The rest of the time you're beset with desire, you're beset with ego, you're acting on likes and dislikes, you're full of attachment. In this scenario, when your mind is so overwhelmed, how can you focus on anything? You're unable to concentrate on the simplest of things. You ask a person to copy what is printed on one page, just 4 lines, from one piece of paper to the other, you will find 5 or 6 mistakes appearing there. And why does that happen? Because there is no concentration. So, sattvic action is concentrated action, is dedicated action, is free from all the negatives that take away from true work. This is sattvic action.